It was the last mile of the Lake Placid Ironman. And after swimming 2 miles in a frigid cold lake, cycling up and down hills for 112 miles, and then running 25 out of 26 miles on hard gray asphalt, I was a mess. I could barely see through the sweat salt crusted around my eyes. I had to stop and stretch every quarter mile just to keep my legs from locking up. Hello, Toastmasters. 140 miles is not pretty. And the last mile is downright ugly. Now I know you may have challenges in your life as well. Ironman-sized challenges. Do you ever find yourself wondering, why am I doing this? That's what I was asking myself that day. Why are you doing this? Are you nuts? But I thought about the reason I was out there that day. My brother Jeff. And I was out there running, and you know with these triathlons, you have crowds along the road cheering and ringing cowbells. And I came around the bend in that last mile, and there's this little girl singing on a karaoke microphone at the top of her lungs. Let it go, don't hold back anymore. I said, sweetie, I don't think I got anything left to hold back. Now, I am not a natural athlete. I am a mammal, middle-aged man in Lycra. I was not about to win my age group that day. I'd be lucky to survive the challenge. I ran another 6 steps and stopped. And my doubts began to overwhelm me. Why am I doing this? Brings me back to Jeff. I signed up 6 months ago to support him because he's battling a cancer that has yet to have a cure. And I was out there that day to raise money for research. And I wanted to remind him that anything was possible. His little brother finishing an Ironman, and the scientists finding a cure in our lifetime. And Jeff was out there that day watching me. I'd just seen him 6 miles before. He came all the way out to the charity tent just to support me. He said, come on, Dave, you can do this, baby. You can do this. You better hurry up a little if you want to make it by midnight to the finish line. Like, I'm not ready to lay down and take a nap in the road. You tell me to hurry up. He said, come on, you can do this. Keep those legs moving like a metronome, baby, like a metronome. You can do this. And he ran as far as he could alongside of me until the barrier stopped him. And just as I pulled away, he shouted one more bit of advice. Keep your head up. Ironic words, coming from someone who has survived 2 stem cell transplants and harsh chemo that would make most of us hang our head and say, woe is me. But Jeff doesn't. He knows that when you hang your head in frustration, you can lose sight of where you need to go. So there I was, at mile 139, in pain. But when I thought about Jeff, my purpose became clear again. And I began to speak to myself out loud, right in the middle of the street. Are you going to do this or not? Are you going to fight or give up? Why is everybody staring at me? But I didn't care. I said, am I going to prove to my brother right now that anything is possible? And right when I spoke that purpose out loud, I heard a voice inside. You can do this. It was Jeff. And my purpose was crystal clear at that moment. And it hurt a lot, but I ran all the way to that stadium before midnight. As I came in there, the crowd was cheering and lifting me up and took me around the bend. I came into the home stretch, and I lifted my head up, and I saw the finish line. And a surprise. My brother was out there to give me my medal. And we hugged for a really long time. And not just because he was supporting my full body weight. I said, Jeff, this medal's for you. He's like, oh, Dave, you must feel so powerful right now, like Superman. No, I don't feel powerful. I feel thankful. Thankful that I survived, and that you're here to share it with me. And then we both looked over at the other athletes crossing the finish line. Oh, older than me, injured, disabled, but every single one of them with their head held high. That last mile may be ugly, but it's triumphant. Fellow Toastmasters, I don't think I'm much different than any one of you. I was inspired that day to surpass my own perceived limitations by a hero named Jeff, who never gives up. And as you take on the challenges in your life, remember your purpose. Maybe just doing for yourself is great. That's a good start. But when you can find an even greater purpose, when you find a purpose that serves another, when you find your Jeff, anything is possible. Just like